Welcome to Janet Teaches DRU Yoga. In this video, I just want to give you some stretches to open up your hips, hip opening exercises, postures and exercises, because your hips can get quite stiff. It's problem area sometimes. And we walk, but that's just going one direction. And actually, they're hip joints, they're very movable. And they want to be able to twist and to open. And if you find, for instance, if you were, say, doing the tree and, where it should be out there, you can only manage that, it's because the hip isn't open. So for flexibility, for ease of movement, you really want to work those hips. So I'm going to bring you down on your mat. So just get your mat in a comfortable position, come down on one knee. Okay, excuse me. So the first one we're going to do is a lovely position, well, I think it is, called rocking the baby. Okay, so I'll just show you first of all, you're going to be up on your sitting bones, really do that lift up, pull the flesh out from your bottom. This gives you a flat base and a straight back, so a lovely position like that. Now you're going to keep one leg straight out in front of you and you're lifting the other one. Now what you want to do is get this arm, wrap it round so that the knee's in the crook of the elbow. So you're not out here somewhere, because this is a baby and you wouldn't do that to a baby. You want to support it, okay? It's its head, by the way. So really wrap round, and then you're lifting right about the ankle. Get your hand underneath, the arm over, and then lift it up. I'm going to come a bit further forward because I've got the wall behind me and stopping me moving a little bit. Okay. So you're lifting off as much as you can. It's got to be sometimes, as in everything with yoga, we're working towards. Now, what you're then doing is taking it to the side. You're rocking the baby. So you want to keep nice and lifted in your chest. Don't be coming forward or sloping back. Keep that lift, but you're going out to the side. You're not just kind of doing this or shaking it around or something. Keep it well supported. You're opening the hip and just rocking very gently from side to side, keeping this baby really relaxed. You're rocking it to sleep. And what you do is just do as much as you comfortably can. And this is something you could do on a daily basis and just build it up. We don't go for broke in the first attempt. We just do a little at a time, one step up the staircase. A lovely, gentle rocking movement. And it's gently opening your hips, as well as working, obviously, the legs and the flexibility in the knees. So you're getting a bit of everything. And then you gently release, just give it a little shake, a little rub. And then always realign yourself again. So up on the sitting bones, pull the flesh out. Let's do the other side. So the other leg straight, bent. Wrap it round. Get that knee in the crook of the elbow. That's where your support's coming. And then lift over and get that arm underneath and supporting your baby and rocking it back and forth. Now you may well find one side easier than the other. That is perfectly normal. So, and just release the breath so that the knee can go a bit further round. And just work that hip, rock that baby. And then gently release, give it a rub, loosen up the legs. Okay. Another one is to do what we call the hip adductor, because it's the muscle of the hip adductor we're wanting to open. So this one has a number of ways of approaching it, depending on your flexibility. So I'll do the full thing, and then I'll show you how you can adapt it. So on the full thing, you want to be in a squat position. You want the distance between your feet to be hip width apart. Now, the way you can do that is two fists together. If I just sit back, neatly fit between your feet. So if you're too wide, you need to bring them in. Equally, you don't want to be too narrow. We want to keep you lovely and balanced in this one. So there's your starting position. You have both your fingertips either side of one leg. So I'm taking, as you can see, I'm opening this leg up, and then I extend it. Now you want to bring your fingertips back so you're lifted in the chest. Don't be down here somewhere. That's not helping you. You want to be able to breathe properly. Let those lungs breathe. Now, this leg is out to the side. It's a nice right angle, so you're not turning it in. You're on the heel, and what you're doing is pulling those toes towards you. So as well as you've opened the hip, you're stretching this back, these muscles at the back of the leg, because you're pulling in. If you're just letting it loose, you're not really doing much. And to be honest, that's not very comfortable. On your heel, pull the toes in. Up on those fingertips, lift through the chest. So your hips open and you're getting the stretch in the back of the leg. Now, if that's too much, one way you can adjust it, just coming down, flatten your toes and sit back on the heel. Still lovely and lifted, still the straight leg and the toes coming in. Now, that is not to say you're doing this. You're not down here and sat. You are actually sat on the heel. Okay. The other alternative, see, there's many alternatives to this one, is to come up and you want a really nice straight leg behind you. The toes are flat, by the way. You don't, if you're up on your toes, you throw your feet. You wait forward, so nice and flat. And do that lift, tuck that bottom under, nice and open. Stretching the leg out again. Again, it's the same thing. On the heel, pull the toes towards you. Now just have the arm resting. You can just have this one by your side. What it isn't is something like this. That's not the position. You lift, you open, and you hold yourself beautifully. And that's opening that leg up. And the hips. You're getting the stretch, you're opening the hips. Now bring the leg back in, whichever position you are doing, and we're going to do it again on the other side. So I'm going to do the full one. Okay. Remember, fingers back, lifting the chest, gently, nice lift of the chin. Pull those toes in, get that stretch in the back of the leg. And use the breath out if you need to release through the muscles. And then draw the leg back in, take a seat, just give your legs a nice loosen up, okay? Give the ankles a little shake, whatever you need to do. So that's just 2 exercises for you, rocking the baby and the hip abductor, to just open up those hips, really developing your flexibility. And remember, you're working towards, as I say, you don't jump from the bottom of the stairs to the top, you work in stages, step at a time. So really enjoy those hip openings and start to release your flexibility. So thank you very much. Namaste.